So I've learned over time that no one is immune to rejection. No one. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Unboxing Your Greatness with me, Theresa Robinson. This is a place where we talk about all the things that people don't want to talk about and how you get through it all. And tonight I was just reminded of when you have been through so many things and it's just so much to unbox. And one of the things that I've recognized is that a lot of us go through pain that we don't talk about. A lot of us go through things that we don't share. We hold them in, and sometimes holding them in destroys us. And tonight I want to talk about the purpose through the pain. We go through so many things in life. We go through past hurt, we go through family hurt, relationship hurt, church hurt, work hurt, and all of these hurt add up in our lives and cause us to recognize what we need to do and where we need to go. But for some of us, it remains the hurt, and the hurt builds up and it gets stronger and stronger. It leads to unforgiveness, it leads to bitterness, it leads to all of these things happening. And one of the hurt I want to talk about is the hurt of rejection. And rejection has led a lot of individuals to so many things. Rejection leads to suicide. Yes, I said it. Rejection has led to loneliness. Rejection has led to people cutting off people around them for no reason. Rejection has led to individuals, being alone and trying to battle through life on their own. The pain of rejection sinks. They have this statement that says, these things cut sharper than a knife. Words cut sharper than a knife. The pain of rejection cuts sharper than a knife. There might be millions of people in this world or billions of people in this world, but then there are still people who feel alone because their friends neglected them, their family neglected them, they were pushed aside, cast away, left to battle through life on their own, and they are lonely. They are alone. So I've learned over time that no one is immune to rejection. No one. No matter how pretty you are, no matter how far up in society you are, no matter how talented you are, no one is immune to rejection. And there are so many persons that have been rejected from a job, rejected by friends, rejected by whomever. And nobody really knows how hard it hurts when someone has been rejected. So the different phase of life brings about different opportunities, and individuals might vie for these opportunities just like anybody else, and they just might get rejected. One of the things that studies have shown is that rejection, because it's emotional, it lingers longer than even the physical pain. So let me just tap into the studies for a moment. I've done scans that have shown that the same region of the brain that is activated while experiencing physical pain is also activated while experiencing emotional pain, like rejection, right? However, there's interesting difference to be noted when it comes to reliving the emotional pain. So here's the thing, and why I want to touch on the fact of rejection and how you can find purpose through the pain. Because sometimes, the Bible tells us that God doesn't give us more than we can bear. And here's another thing that I truly believe, that once God takes you to a situation, He's able to take you through it. And there have been times when I've been rejected. There have been times when I've gone up for a particular opportunity and I've heard no. And maybe I thought that they should not have made such a decision, and I sink into myself a little bit and I mull over it. So I think it over and over and over and wonder what I did wrong, where I went wrong. But rejection can be your redirection. Let me say that again. Rejection is sometimes your redirection. So yes, it hurts. And imagine being rejected in a relationship by somebody that you truly like, maybe your crush. You have been crushing on this guy or gal from, I don't know, primary school, high school days, and you guys finally reach college together, and you think that, yeah, let me make a move now because this is my person and this is the person that I want to live with the rest of my life. And then you made the move and you get rejected. What tends to happen is that after the first rejection, you say, all right, let me try at another thing, and you get rejected again. If you try again at something else, you get rejected again. You go again at something else, you might get rejected again. And after several rejections, you start to believe that you're the problem. And so you lock yourself away from the world. You close out the world. You close out friends. You close out family, because you start to believe that all people are left to do is hurt you, and you don't want to relive that emotional pain. Science has told us that when reliving the emotional pain, it hurts more than thinking about the physical pain. Because say, for example, you broke your arm. When you think back about the fact that you broke your arm, you're like, you know, I was stupid to go on the bicycle and fall off and whatever, and you laugh about it. But when you think about the emotional pain that you have gone through, it's not something that you want to relive. But as I said, rejection is sometimes redirection. And so, yes, you might have wanted something to work out. Yes, you might have wanted the friendship to last. Yes, you might have wanted that career. Yes, you might have wanted to be entered into this competition. But maybe that was not for you. And it might seem hard to believe that you have gone up for something, you have prepared for something, you have made sure that you're at a level to achieve it, and have gotten rejected. And you have tried at something else and gotten rejected. But do not be dismayed, because a lot of persons that have been rejected at things in life have become the most successful. Because guess what? They rethink the pain, they relive the pain, they put themselves through going through that remembering, so that they can remember the lesson that came out of it, so that they can figure out what better to do, so that they can recondition themselves as well. But one of the things that hurts the most is when the rejection leads to persons locking away from the world. When the rejection leads to individual committing suicide, maybe. When the rejection leads to individuals becoming bitter. That's not what is expected. That's not what should happen. And so we also have to be careful of how we go about hurting people. Some persons are not intentional with it, but there are others that are intentional. But here's the deal. One might think about, how do I overcome rejection? How do I pull myself out of the pain of being rejected? How do I get out of that? How do I move past where I'm at and get to the point of healing? And one of the first things that I believe that you should do is allow yourself to feel the pain. Sometimes you block it from your mind because you don't want to experience the pain. You know, yes, you are rejected several times over, and the best solution that you have is just to never try again, to lock everybody away. But the most important thing is to allow yourself to feel the pain. Allow yourself to feel the pain, right? So rather than suppressing the emotion that come with the rejection, allow yourself to feel and process it. Because it's in order to heal, you have to go through the process of feeling the pain. It's just like when you get a cut. In order for the cut to heal, you know, you have to, when you're putting medication on it, it might burn. But you have to put it on it so that it can help with the healing process. It's a part of the process of coming back to who you truly are. Spending time with people who accept you as well. So though there are individuals who reject you and situations that have put themselves before you and the rejection comes over and over, putting yourself in a place where you're accepted now changes that emotional path or feeling to now feeling accepted. Because if you have family or friends around you that accept you for who you are, you start to have more confidence in you and recognize that, yeah, 1 or 2 or 3 rejections is nothing in comparison to the acceptance that you're feeling. So surround yourself with individuals who love and accept you, who show that level of appreciation or that sense of appreciation. While it may be tempting to isolate yourself, and I know this, it is tempting when you get rejected to isolate yourself. But though it might be tempting, don't isolate, but associate. Associate with those that love and care and support you for who you are. And then the other thing as well is to practice self-love. Because when you think about the pain and you start to focus on the pain, then you start to hate the situation and then slowly start hating on yourself. But when you practice self-love, you recognize that regardless of the rejections that you've gotten, you are still you and you still love you. And even if it seems like others don't love and appreciate you, you love you, right? You love you. It is so important to build that relationship, that bond with yourself, love on yourself, lavish that sense of love and well-being on you. Appreciate the parts of yourself that you love and work on cultivating good self-esteem. Because once you start to build that self-esteem, honey, nothing can hold you back. So yes, you can overcome rejection. You can overcome the pain of rejection and redirect yourself to a life that you want to lead. Remember that at all times. So the next time that you're facing rejection, remember that your feelings are totally valid. Your feelings are valid, and it is okay to feel sad while you're going through this. Process it through the pain. Process. This is a part of the process, and you just have to push through it all and allow yourself to feel the hurt so that you can overcome the pain that you're feeling through this thing called rejection, right? Remember, rejection is sometimes redirection. Think about it that way, and then go out again and make a move. Go out again and try at another opportunity. Go out again and try your hand at something new. Go out again after that career. It might not be the same place that you're going to, but it might be within the same career path. Go again and try again. Reestablish yourself. Reignite the fire. Yes, purpose through the pain. Rejection is hard to receive and accept, but you can make it through. Rejection is sometimes redirection.